I like my food local. Wanna know where my cows have been. I like my food local. Wanna know my fish swam up a stream.
Good, yeah.
I like my food local.
Okay.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Hans Peter Meyer, and today I am in Merville talking to Rose and Paul at Cottage Farm. How big is your farm?
It's just under 10 acres of land we have here. Yep.
And that includes a new parcel from...
That, includes a new parcel of land that we purchased just about 3 years ago.
Okay, and 3 years ago is about when Paul and Rose started to come to the farmers market and actually sell the product. But you guys came here from England to get away from the big city. After trying Vancouver and Langley and places like that, you ended up in this little rural... A great place to grow trees, not a great place to grow food, although you guys are doing it. So tell me, what are you growing here, Paul?
Well, over on the new parcel of land, we've put in a greenhouse and 300 blueberry bushes and a few raised planter boxes on the outside the greenhouse to grow salads and vegetables and stuff like that. And then on this side, we've got our pork and our chickens for the eggs.
Right, you've got quite a little flock of them here. How many chickens have you got?
Just over 50. And we could get about 3 to 4 dozen eggs a day out of the chickens. And they free range, which is the way we would like to raise them. So they spend majority of the daylight hours roaming around our acreage and picking off whatever they can find in the way of lots of green shoots and the tent caterpillars, as we were just talking about. So they get a very natural diet that way.
And you were telling me that this is really important to your customers. So, you guys have you've been growing food on this property since you came here, but it's only been in the last 3 years that you've been at the market. Tell me about how important the market is to how you grow food or what you do here.
It's very important. That was, like you said, that's the main reason we started growing food, was for ourselves and to get quality and to know where our food was coming from. We were customers at the market ourselves, and we were talking to vendors there, and we were very interested in what they had to say about how they operated, and we thought, well, why don't we have a go at this? And so we just increased what we were growing for ourselves, increased the number of chickens we had, and then we got interested in pigs. So we started just got a couple of pigs, tried that, and we were finding that customers just wanted more. And the number one issue we found that people were asking for was to have a good quality product at a fair price, that they most importantly wanted to know where the food was coming from and how, one, the animals were treated, and two, how the vegetables were being grown. And if we were doing it as natural as we can without being certified organic, but we do a natural process of growing, and it's a very important issue that we're hearing from customers every time we're at the market.
Tell me how you grow your pigs.
Well, they will eat anything that we give them, really. But on the other 5 acres that we bought, it was logged out about 4 or 5 years ago. So it's quite scrubby over there. So we're actually using the pigs to clean all the land up first before we can sort of level it off and do a lot of rock picking. But yeah, slowly they're working their way around it, and they seem to like it as well. They're like digging a few holes, digging the rocks out.
Does this have an effect on how the pork or how your eggs taste?
Yes, definitely, for sure. Yeah, we notice ourselves, but one, the eggs have a lot better flavour. The yolks, as people often tell us, they've never seen yolks such a dark orange colour. And the pork has a totally different flavour. In fact, it has flavour. It has more earthy flavour because, one, they are obviously almost grazing, and digging roots is what pigs naturally do. And also, I think, because they are exercising outside, the quality of the muscle mass that they produce is obviously the meat, and it just adds more flavour to the meat, and a good quality of meat as well.
So it's great land for raising pigs. They get you to they clear the land for you. Yeah. The chickens eat the caterpillars and all kinds of other little bugs. They produce great eggs. And you've also said this is great berry growing. So tell me about your berries.
Well, we put 300 blueberry bushes in just over 2 years ago now, so we're not getting a lot of production off of yet because they're only like 2 foot tall plants, and they will be a 6 foot tall plant. But the berry plants seem to like this sort of ground. It's quite gravelly, it's well drained, but we do get quite a lot of rain here as well. We're just in the rain shadow of the Mount Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
In Merville?
But yeah, they seem to be doing really well actually. So probably in another couple of 3 years we should be getting a good production of berries on. I think we got about £120 of berries off them last year, and we're supposed to be able to get double that this year. We're hoping we are anyway.
Okay.
So.
Well, so we can buy your products at the market.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only place you sell it, but you do sell it on the off the farm here. And tell me a little bit about that, because you were telling me about like what happens when people come here, especially with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've asked, a lot of people ask us, obviously, where is our farm? We tell them, and they say, well, can we come and visit? We've got grandchildren or our own children, and we'd love them to see animals and see where the food comes from. And so we said, sure. We've had people come up and to see the little children especially, when they see a chicken, they're just delighted with it. And then when they see an egg in a nest, and it's just like they had no idea, and it's like a sudden realization, and something clicks with them, and it's just that they've got that connection,
right,
to the food. It's as simple as that. And we were saying, like, every Saturday we're at the market, somebody will say, our children have never realised, eggs come from chickens, or this is pork is a pig on the hoof, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And I think to us it's important that that this is a good education for families as well, not just the children. I think a lot of families, it sort of makes them realise there's more to farming or more to the food than just going to the supermarket. It's really just brings it home to them. Mm-hmm. And that's important to us too, as much as raising the food. It's like educating people about it too.
Are you happy you made this little Merville farm your home?
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, I would say we grew up in a city of 6 million people, and moving to Vancouver, we thought that was a small town when we first came here. And then we found this property 20 years ago, and we really do like it, and we like the sense of community out here as well with the farming community. We're not farmers by any long straw, when we first came here, but we've learnt so much just by talking to other farmers and that's what we really like about around this place.
Well, it's lovely to be out here. I mean, you've got a deer now who's joined your chickens. And I love the sound of the hens, and I love this kind of story. So thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you for watching this.
Thank you.
One that's right there. I want to know what's on my plate was treated with good care.